Supermaster Series, and we race. Superstar from Bondarev goes through into second place. Fantastic start by Sala, but Kian Fardin, the Swiss driver, goes down the inside, and Fardin is through into position 3. Sebastian Letamaki's got the race lead from the reigning champion Bondarev, who drives around the outside. What a move by Bondi! Alexander Bondarev, the Ukrainian, takes the lead with a spectacular pass around the outside at the exit off the hairpin. Down through the chicane for the first time. Fardin, superb up into position 3. Letamaki from pole position looks over his right shoulder. He was not expecting that. An incredible move from Bondarev to go through and lead across the line for the first time. Alpak Soy with a heroic start. The Tony Kart Racing Team driver from Turkey is in position 4. Ranges up behind the back of Fardin. Will he dive down the inside into the hairpin? Not this time, too far back. Sala in the background has to defend from Ilya Kashinsky. So the Ukrainian from the Finn, the Swiss driver, then the Turk. The top Italian in P5. And Ilya Kashinsky from the outside of the front row of the grid. The Swede leads Kostoya in 6th place. The driver to look out for is Salim Hanna Hernandez, who didn't set a time in qualifying, had to come from the back of the pack in each of his heats. The WSK Open Cup champion at this very circuit in 2022 was dynamite quick throughout the heats, and he's already up into 11th place. El Colombiano is flying as he goes past last year's Supermaster Series mini champion Indra Peschel. Alpak Soy dives down the inside, and he's gone through the Turk up onto the podium. Fabulous pass. We'll see if Fardin can respond. Kashinsky in the background has got past Sala for position 5. Super start for round 1 of the WSK Supermaster Series as Letamaki, the Vortex-powered Tony Kart, right on the back of the Miami-powered Kart Republic. Before I finish that sentence, it's made redundant because Letamaki dives down the inside. The Finn back into P1. Alpak Soy. Alp head down behind the steering wheel. Check the times. It is 0.1, virtually nothing, a few centimeters between the Finn and the Ukrainian for P1 and 2. Aksoy, 0.6 of a second off the battle for the lead. Dries van Langendonk, P9. And guess who's breathing down his neck? It is El Colombiano. Salim Hanna Hernandez as Letamaki runs wide. There is the RFM driver. And now fighting with Dries van Langendonk for P9 if he can do it. Alpak Soy is catching them. Alpak Soy from Turkey on the back of the Ukrainian. The Finn trying to take the win. Boris Wysheny unfortunately has retired from the race. The pole is out as 35 drivers settle into a rhythm on lap 5 of 17, round 1 of the WSK Supermaster Series for 2023. Down into the hairpin, the gap is down to half a second between Bondi and P2. And Alp with a heroic drive for Aksoy for the Tony Kart Racing Team, trying to take the win for the green team. Down through the chicane, the fastest driver on the circuit is Filippo Sala with the 48.421. But he's got Kashinsky and Fardin in front of him. Fardin driving superbly all weekend, trying to get up onto the podium. Like so many of these drivers, not long out of the mini category, side by side with Kostoya and Philip Hall with nowhere to go. Salim Hernandez, P8 with a 48.384. Fastest driver on the circuit, though, is Lev Krutogolov for Porsche Racing, although he's just been eclipsed by Ethan Lennon for Cape Tonium with a 48.340. He's 0.2 of a second faster than the race leaders, but the driver from the bottom of the world is way down in 30th place. Behind Oliver Shinmark, Kilian Josladon, head of Lewis Francis. Tough start for the Australian. First race with Kart Republic. It is traffic paradise, to quote Yuki, as they go down through the chicane. Bondarev close enough to make a move. That is Wysheny's kart on the infield. He's out. Alpak Soy, 0.6 of a second off the battle for the lead, down to 0.2. The Tony Kart is right there. The Kart Republic in second place. And Jankowski Motorsport in position 1. The One Engines, Vortex powering the Tony Kart Racer 401 double R chassis. Almost identical combination for Al Paxoy. And almost the same for Ilya Kashinsky. Kostoya, he's driving a Paralin, powered by the TM. Down into the chicane, close enough to make a move. Fabulous style from Lentamaki. Of course you'd expect the fin to go sideways. He just threw it in and made the Vega tyres do all the work sideways into the chicane, but gets the momentum on the exit as well. Bondarev is just shadowing the fin. Half race distance at the end of his lap. Aksoy loses something that time as Hendrik Peschel now a 48.124 for the Czech Republic driver. And Elliot Kashinsky is catching up to the back of Al Paxoy, who just in that sector of the circuit closes up on the back of Bondarev. Again, a wide line from Letamaki. Watch him throw it down into the chicane. Sideways, there's Aksoy. Kashinsky in the background. A step off the podium is the Swede, who tried to take the lead from the outside of the front row of the grid. Bondarev imminently will surely make a move. He has to, because the Turk has come from way back on the fifth row of the grid to fight for the lead. Aksoy in position 3. Kashinsky, Kostoya, Sala. Salim up into P7 for Team Montoya. The Ricky Flynn Motorsport driver is rocketing around the circuit as Bondarev dives down the inside and the reigning champion goes back position 1. This is the opportunity for Al Paxoy in the background. The young Turk, he's right there. The KR leads the 2 Tony Karts. It's a 3-kart fight for the lead in round 1 of the WSK Supermaster Series right here at the centre of the karting universe, South Garda Karting Lonato. Aksoy now on the back of Sebastian Letamaki. No, he's not! He sends it down the inside, and Al Paxoy goes through into position 2. Fabulous pass from Alp. He puts Sebastian back into 3rd place. Bondarev is trying to disappear down the road ahead of the 2 Tony Karts. Make that the 3 Tony Karts because there's Kashinsky. Sala consistently with a few faster sectors. The Italian in position 5. Kostoya, Hanno Hernandez, Salim, who did not set a time in qualifying. An incredible drive from the Colombian. There he is for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, the team that won this title in 2022 with the driver who now leads. But for the independent Kart Republic of Dean Church, Bondarev in position 1. The gap 1, possibly 2 kart lengths as they come across the line. Salim Hanno Hernandez effectively from grid 90 in the heats. He's in position 7. Ahead of Peschel, Mitch Halban, Antonov, Fardins drop back to 11. Ahead of the Pink Panther, the Austrian, Nicholas Schaufler for DPK Racing coming through at the top of your screen. He was on the podium 7 days ago in the WSK Champions Cup. Six and a half laps remaining. It is Bondarev from Ukraine. It is Aksoy from Turkey. And Sebastian Letamaki, the Finn, trying to take the win for Goski Motorsport. Closes up ever so slightly under brakes. Does Al Paxoy, started on grid 9. He's in 2nd place for the Tony Kart Racing team. There is Sala in the background. Position 5, fighting with Kostoya. Salim Hanno Hernandez has effectively hit the psychological brick wall. He has come from grid 90 effectively in the heats after not setting a time in qualifying, but he's in P7. From there it gets a damn sight harder with Kostoya and Sala in 6th and 5th respectively. Aksoy driving the wheels off the Tony Kart as Bondarev down sideways through the chicane. A tighter line from Aksoy, maybe a fraction slow on the exit. There's 5 laps remaining at the end of this one. This is going to be a 4-kart fight. Kashinsky's coming. The 2 Scandinavians from Finland and Sweden respectively, as Aksoy has half an attempt. It did not work. It's cost him big time. Lektamaki now on the back of the Turk. Can he go through in turn 3? Aksoy's away for it, goes in deep and holds off Lektamaki for the moment. Bondarev 3 kart lengths ahead of the 2 of the 3 Tony karts. Kaczynski for Ward Racing into position 4 and catching the back of the pole sitter, Sebastian Letamaki. Sala, Costoya, Ana Hernandez in the background. The end of laps 13. Letamaki will make the move. He's close enough, but Alpaxoy has made up time as well. Oh, Sebastian thought about it and thought the long game. There's Kaczynski, there's Sala, there's Costoya, the 3-time WSK mini champion from Spain in position 6. Letamaki sits in behind Alpaxoy, who dives down the inside. They go side by side. Watch Letamaki, they're 3 wide. Alp looks left, Alp looks right. He's made 2 attempts and neither of them have paid off yet. Kaczynski's there. The Tony karts, 2, 3 and 4 for the factory team Koski Motorsport and Ward Racing respectively. Bondarev leads for Kart Republic. He goes wide, he knows it. White lines it into the penultimate corner of lap 14. Alpaxoy pushing the Ukrainian. What a race here this afternoon. Round 1 of the WSK Supermaster Series, and the reigning champion from the troubled nation of Ukraine goes position 1 for Kart Republic. Alpaxoy tries to take him. Bondi's awake for it. Goes defensive into the hairpin, puts the kart down the middle of the circuit. Watch Kaczynski in the background. Elliott gets the run. And Alpaxoy with a heroic pass. He's gone through to lead. Bondarev's in trouble. He's sideways. Elliott tries to attack. Sala in the background. What an incredible race. Aksoy from Turkey leads. Letamaki dives down the inside, but that was more defensive on the Ukrainian. They're side by side. Kaczynski. The sweep goes through. Look who's come to fight. Kaczynski and Bondarev side by side. Stoya. Oh, they crash. Kaczynski's out. Letamaki's gone through. Kaczynski is out. They crash at the final corner. Stoya, Sala. This is the penultimate lap of the race. Alpaxoy with 1.5 laps from the biggest victory of his career. What an incredible race. Salim Hana Hernandez from Greek 90 in the heats is fighting for the podium. Alexander Bondarev, his former teammate, goes down the inside and takes him. What a move. Bondi's in trouble. Last lap of the race coming up. Unbelievable here. As Elliott Kaczynski makes the long walk back to the pits. He's out. This is the last lap of the race. Alpaxoy on his way to the biggest victory of his career. A heroic drive for Alp. Aksoy. Well, the Ottoman Empire dominates world history, and another chapter, forgive the cliche, is about to be written here this afternoon. The Tony Kart racing team on their home circuit. In position 1, Sebastian Letamaki. In position 2, Salim Hana Hernandez with an incredible drive from the back of the grid, trying to hold off the reigning champion Bondarev. Out front, 3 corners remain. Make that 2. The biggest win of his career. A heroic drive. That checkered flag is about to wave. Alp with a heroic drive. Aksoy wins it. The Turk goes P1. And Alpaxoy wins round 1 of the WSK Supermaster Series here at Lonato. Letamaki 2. Salim Hana Hernandez comes home in position 3. Wow! What a race here at Lonato. Unbelievable scenes. Bondarev, the reigning champion, misses the podium by a single position.